tripping, the water is high. There's a soft cotton dress on the line hanging dry. Window wide open, African trees bent over backwards from a hurricane breeze. Not a word of goodbye, not even a note. She gone with the man in the long black coat. Somebody seen him hanging around at the old dance hall on the outskirts of town. He looked into her eyes when she stopped him to ask if he wanted to dance. He had a face like a mask. Somebody said from the Bible he'd quote, there was dust on the man in the long black coat. Preacher was talking, there's a sermon he gave. He said every man's conscience is vile and depraved. You cannot depend on it to be your guide when it's you who must keep it satisfied. It ain't easy to swallow, it sticks in the throat. She gave her heart to the man in the long black coat. There are no mistakes in life, some people say. It is true, sometimes you can see it that way. But people don't live or die, people just float. She went with the man in the long black coat. There's smoke on the water, it's been there since June. 3 trucks uprooted beneath the high crescent moon. Feel the pulse and vibration and the rumbling force. Somebody is out there beating on a dead horse. She never said nothing, there was nothing she wrote. She gone with the man in the long black coat. If she had a gun, you'd be dead. One to the heart, one to the head. If she had a gun, she'd wipe it clean her fingerprints off on these sheets that bury you in the cold hard ground, fistful of dirt who'd hold you down, that bury you in the cold hard ground. Today, the first night, she'd sleep sound. Gun, no one would cry, no one would mourn the day you die. She'd leave you there, wearing your ring. She'd leave your name, she'd leave everything that bury you in the cold hard ground, fistful of dirt would hold you down, that bury you in the cold hard ground. Today, the first night, she'd sleep sound. In the cold hard ground, fistful of dirt would hold you down, that bury you in the cold hard ground. Today, the first night, she'd sleep sound. If she had a gun, she'd drive away, she'd drive away, drive away. Cold blows the wind to my true love, and gently drops the rain. I've only had but one true love, and in Greenwood she lies slain. I'll do as much for my true love as any young man may. I'll sit and mourn upon her grave for 12 months and a day. When the 12 months and a day were past, the ghost began to speak. Why sittest thou upon my grave, and will not let me sleep? There is one thing I want, sweetheart, there's one thing that I crave, and that is a kiss from your lily white lips, then I'll go from your grave. My lips, they are as cold as clay. My breath smells earthy strong. And if you kiss my cold clay lips, your days, they won't be long. Go fetch me water from the desert and blood out from a stone. Go fetch me milk from a fair maid's breast that a young man never had known. 'Twas down in Cupid's garden where you and I would walk. The finest flower that ever I saw is withered to a stalk. The stalk is withered and dry, sweetheart. The flower will never return. And since I've lost my own true love, what can I do but mourn? Another man done gone. Another man done gone. Another man done gone. Down in the county farm. Another man done gone. I didn't know his name. 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 Another man done gone. He had a long chain on. He had a long chain on. He had a long chain on. Had a long chain on. Another man done gone. They hung him in a tree. They hung him in a tree. They hung him in a tree. They let his children see. Another man done gone. They killed another man. They killed another man. They killed another man down in the county farm. Another man done gone. He was just a blue-eyed Boston boy. His voice was low with pain. I'll do your bidding, comrade mine, if I write back again. But if you write back and I am left, you'll do as much for me. My mother, you know she must hear the news, so write to her tenderly. She's waiting at home like a patient saint, her fun face pale with woe. Her heart will be broken when I am gone. I'll see her soon, I know. Just then the order came into charge. For an instant, hand touched hand. They said, hey, and away, away they rode, the brave and devoted band. Straight was the track to the top of the hill. The rebels, they shot and shelled, plowed furrows of death through the toiling ranks and guarded them as they fell. There soon came a horrible dying yell from heights they could not gain, and those that doom and death had spared rode slowly down again. But among the dead that were left on the hill was the boy with the curly hair, the tall, dark man that rode by his side, lay dead beside him there. So there's no one to write to the blue-eyed girl the words her lover had said. Mommy, you know she's waiting for the news, but you only know that he's dead. Don't have no mercy in this land. Death don't have no mercy in this land. In this land comes to your house and won't stay long. Look around you, boy, your best friend's gone. I said, death don't have no mercy in this land. Don't have no mercy in this land. Death don't have no mercy in this land. In this land comes to your town and won't stay long. Find your brothers and sisters have gone. I said death don't have no mercy in this land. Don't take no vacation in this land. Death don't take no vacation in this land. In this land. Wait in the street, you know it won't stay long. You read the paper, somebody else is gone. I said death don't have no mercy in this land. Don't have no mercy in this land. Death don't have no mercy in this land. In this land. Will come to you, will come to me, yeah. It will come to anybody. Death don't have no mercy in this land. When first I came to Louisville, some pleasure there to find. A damsel there from Lexington was pleasing to my mind. Her rosy cheeks and ruby lips, like arrows pierced my breast, and the name she bore was Flora, the lily of the West. I courted lovely Flora, pleasure there to find. She turned into another man, which sore distressed my mind. She robbed me of my liberty, deprived me of my rest. Still I love my faithless Flora, the lily of the West. Down in yonder shady grove, a man of high degree, conversing with my Flora there, that seemed so strange to me. answer that she gave to him. It sure did me oppress. I was betrayed by Flora, the lily of the West. To make my plea, they placed me in the criminal box and then commenced on me. Although she swore my life away, deprived me of my rest. My faithless Flora, the lily of the West. Born in the middle of the afternoon, in a horse-drawn carriage on the old A5. The big 12-wheeler shook my bed. You can't stay here, the policeman said. Born in the common by a building site, where the ground was rutted by the trail of wheels. The local Christian said to me, you lower the price of property, you'd better get born in someplace else. Move along, get along, move along, get along, go, move, shift. Born at potato picking time in a noble tent by a taddy field. The farmer said, the work's all done, it's time that you were moving on. You'd better get born in someplace else. Move along, get along, move along, get along, go, move, shift. At the back of a northern hedge, where the black hoar frost lay on the ground. No eastern kings came bearing gifts. Instead, the order came to shift. You'd better get born in someplace else. Move along, get along, move along, get along. Go, move, shift. The eastern sky was full of stars, and one shone brighter than the rest. The wise men came so stern and strict, and brought the orders to evict. You'd better get born in someplace else. Move along, get along, move along, get along. Go, move, shift. Wagon tent or trailer born, last month, last year, or in far off days. Born here or 1,000 miles away, there's always men nearby who'd say, you'd better get born in someplace else. Move along, get along, move along, get along. Go, move, shift. Move along, get along, move along, get along. Go, move, shift. Move along, get along, move along, get along. Go, move, shift. Well met, my own true love. Well met, cried he. I've just returned from the salt sea, and it's all for the sake of thee. I've come for the vows that you promised me, to be my partner in life. She said, my vows you must forgive, for now I'm a wedded wife. Yes, I have married a house carpenter. To him I've borne 2 fine sons, and it's 7 long years since you sailed to the west. So I took you for dead and gone. I was to leave my husband dear, and my 2 babies also, tell me what would you have to take me to, if with you I should now go? I had 7 ships out upon the sea, and the 8th one that brought me to land, with 24 bold mariners and music on every hand. 'Twas then she went to her 2 little babes. She kissed them on cheek and on chin, saying, fare thee well, my sweet little ones, I'll never see you again. say hurt much more than weak. I know that it was not three when altered grew his countenance, and a raging came over the sea. When they reached the shore again, on the far side of the sea, 'twas there she spied his cloven hoof, so she wept most bitterly. Oh, what is that mountain there, she cried, so dreary with ice and with snow? It is the mountain of hell, he cried, where you and I now will go. Down the road, came a junker partner. He was loaded as could be. He was knocked out loaded. He was loaded with misery. He said 1 month ain't no sentence. Said 1 year ain't no time. Boys are locked up in Angola, serving 1 year to 99. Down the road, came a jungle partner. He was loaded as could be. He was knocked out loaded. He was loaded with misery. When I had $1 million, I had many good friends all around. Now I don't have any money, and all my good friends have run away. Give me whiskey when I'm thirsty, and give me rye when I'm dry. I need a lover when I'm lonely, and the graveyard when I die. Down the road, came a junker partner. He was loaded as could be. He was knocked out loaded. He was loaded with misery. He was loaded with misery. Kilkenny, Ireland, 1860, my dear and loving son John. Your good friend, the schoolmaster Pat McNamara, is so good as to write these words down. Your brothers have all gone to find work in England. The house is so empty and sad. The crop of potatoes is sorely infected. A third to a half of them bad. Your sister, Bridget, and Patrick O'Donnell are going to be married in June. Your mother says not to work on the railroad, and be sure to come on home soon. Kilkelly, Ireland, 18 and 70, my dear and loving son John. Hello to your missus and to your 4 children. May they grow healthy and strong. MacColl has got in a wee bit of trouble. I guess that he never will learn. And because of the dampness, there's no turf to speak of, and now we got nothing to burn. And Bridget is happy, you name a child for her, and now she's got 6 of her own. You say you found work, but you don't say what kind, or when you will be coming home. Kilkelly, Ireland, 18 and 80. Dear MacColl and John, my sons, I'm sorry to give you the very sad news. Your dear old mother has gone. We buried her down at the church in Kilkelly. Your brothers and Bridget were there. You don't have to worry, she died very quickly. Remember her in your prayers. And it's so good to hear MacColl's returning with money. He's sure to buy a land, for the crop has been poor and the people are selling any price that they can. Kilkelly, Ireland, 18 and 90, my dear and loving son John. I guess that I must be coming on 80, 30 years since you've gone. And because of all of the money you send me, I'm still living out on my own. MacColl has built himself a fine house, Bridget's daughters have grown. Thank you for sending your family picture. They're lovely young women and men. You say that you might even come for a visit. What joy to see you again. Kilkelly, Ireland, 1892. my dear brother John. I'm sorry I didn't write sooner to tell you that father passed on. He was living with Bridget. They say he was cheerful and healthy right down to the end. Oh, you should have seen him play with the grandchildren of Pat McNamara, your friend. We buried him alongside of Mother down at the Kilkelly churchyard. He was a strong and a feisty old man, considering his life was so hard. And it's funny the way he kept talking about you. He called for you at the end. Oh, why don't you think about coming to visit? We'd all love to see you again. It was in the town of Jacksboro in early '63. A man by the name of Krieger came stepping up to me, saying, "How do you do, young fellow? And how would you like to go and spend the summer pleasant on the plains of the Buffalo?" Well, I'd been out of work right then, and to the drover I did say, "Going out on the Buffalo Road depends upon your pay. But if you pay good wages, transportation to and fro, I think I might go with you to the plains of the Buffalo." Oh yes, I pay good wages and transportation too, if you agree to work with me until the season's through. But if you get dissatisfied and head back for your home, most likely you will starve to death on the plains of the Buffalo. With all his flattering talking, he signed up quite a train, with Navy Six and needle guns, 7 able-bodied men. How it was a pleasant one as we hit the westward road, and all across Old Border Creek into New Mexico, where there our pleasures ended and our troubles all began. The hardships of those summer months would wreck the strongest man, while skinning the herd of buffalo, our lives they were so low, with outlaws watching to pick us off in the hills of Mexico, where the working season ended and Krieger hated saying, "You all have drunk too much, I owe you no more pay." But the cowboys never had heard of such a thing as a bankrupt law. So we left that drover's bones to bleach on the plains of the Buffalo. There is a house in New Orleans they call the rising sun, and it's been the ruin of many a poor boy. And God, I know I'm one. Oh God, I know I'm one. My mother, she was a tailor. She made my new blue jeans. And my father, he was a gambling man down in New Orleans. Down in New Orleans. The only thing a gambler needs is a suitcase and a trunk. And the only time he's satisfied is when he's all drunk. Yes, it is when he's all drunk. Mothers, tell your children not to do what I've done. Spend your lives in sin and misery in the house of the rising sun. In the house of the rising sun. I've got one foot on the platform, the other one is on the train. I'm going back to New Orleans to wear that ball and chain. To wear the ball and chain. There is a house in New Orleans they call the rising sun, and it's been the ruin of many a poor boy. God, I know I'm one. I know I'm one. John Hardy was a desperate little man. He carried 2 guns every day. He shot down a man on that West Virginia line. You should have seen John Hardy get away, oh boy. You should have seen John Hardy get away. John Hardy was hanging there in that old bar room, so drunk that he could not see. And a man walked up and took him by the arm. He said, Johnny, come along with me, poor boy. Johnny, come and walk along with me. John Hardy was alone in his prison cell, tears running down his eyes. He said, I've been the death of many a poor boy, so take me to the hanging tree, oh boy. Please take me to my hanging tree. One to visit John Hardy in his cell was a little girl all dressed in blue. She came down to that old dirty jail. She said, Johnny, I've been true to you, God knows. Johnny, I've been true to you. The next one to visit John Hardy in his cell was a little girl all dressed in red. She came down and rang that prison bell. She said, Johnny, I'd rather see you dead. Oh boy, Johnny, I'd rather see you dead. I've been to the east and I've been to the west. I've been to the north and south. I've traveled this old world all around. So take me to my burying ground. Oh boy, please take me to my burying ground. Went out one night for a stroll downtown. I met little Sadie and I shot her down. Went back home and I got in bed, my smoking pistol under my head. Woke up next morning at 9:30. The hats and the buggies all standing in line. Gents and gamblers all around, taking little Sadie to her burying ground. Then I began to think what the deed I'd done. I grabbed my hat and away I ran. Made a good run, but a little too slow. They overtook me in Jericho. I was standing on the corner, reading the bill, when up stepped the sheriff from Thomasville. He said, young man, ain't your name Brown? Remember the night you shot your woman down? I said, yes sir, my name is Lee. I murdered my wife in the first degree. First degree and second degree. If you got any papers, won't you read them to me? They took me downtown and dressed me in black, put me on the train and they started me back. They crammed me back in the Thomasville jail. I had no money for to go my bail. The judge and the jury, they took their stand. The judge had the papers in his right hand. 41 days and 41 nights, 41 years to wear the ball and stripes. For my poor head is aching, and my sad heart is breaking. I'm a poor cowboy, and I know I've done wrong. Send for the doctor to come and heal up my body, and call for the preacher to come and pray for my soul. For my poor head, it is aching, and my sad heart is bleeding. I'm a poor cowboy, and hell is my doom. tell me what's gonna be my fate. I said to the judge, what's gonna be my fine? I went to see the judge, tell me what's gonna be my fine. 21 years on the RC mountain line. The train at the station is 16 coaches long. The train at the station is 16 coaches long. The train at the station is 16 coaches long. The woman I love, she's on that train and gone. It takes a worried man to sing a worried song. It takes a worried man to sing a worried song. It takes a worried man to sing a worried song. I'm worried now, but I won't be worried long. Like to know who composed this song? Would you like to know who composed this song? Would you like to know who wrote this song? Yes, it was me. I sing it all day long. Blue-eyed girl, she stood smiling as she knocked on my door. She was as sure as I was frightened she'd stay a night and no more. We always said we would part, and never have to fear the turning of the heart. With the turning of the year, so we drank some old whiskey and rewound the winter through. One more day, one more day. How could I not love you? We always said we would part, and never have to fear the turning of the heart. With the turning of the year, blue-eyed girl, she brought me silver, but I I treated it like tin. But never once did she complain, even when she felt so forsaken. We always said we would part, and never have to fear the turning of the heart with the turning of the year. Summer's gone, and I am listening for a knock on my door. I could polish all my silver. She won't be back anymore. We always said we would part, and never have to fear the turning of the heart with the turning of the year. Well, he took you as a wife, but gave you trouble all your life. Left you out in the cold rain and snow. Well, he took you as a wife, but gave you trouble all your life. Left you out in the cold rain and snow. Rain and snow, rain and snow. Left you out in the cold rain and snow. Well, you came running down the stairs, holding back your long black hair, and your cheeks, they were as red as a rose. Oh, you came running down the stairs, holding back your long black hair, and your cheeks, they were as red as a rose. A rose, a rose. Oh, your cheeks, they were as red as a rose. Well, you've done all you could do to make him get along with you, but you won't be treated this way. Oh, you've done all you could do to make him get along with you. No, you won't be treated this way. This way, this way. No, you won't be treated this way. Well, you ain't got no use for his red apple juice. There won't be no better day till you run away. Oh, you ain't got no use for his red apple juice. There won't be no better day till you run away. Away, away. There won't be no better day till you run away. Well, he came into the room where you met your final doom, and now you're lying in the cold rain and snow. Oh, he came into the room where you met your final doom. Now you're lying in the cold rain and snow. rain and snow, rain and snow. Or you're lying in the cold, rain and snow. You're lying in the cold, rain and snow.